In the world of professional wrestling, there's nothing more important than your gimmick. And today, from bizarre personas to questionable storylines, these are wrestling gimmicks that simply didn't stand the test of time. These characters were meant to make an impact, but instead, they brought an end to some promising careers. The year was 1993, and the wrestling world was about to witness one of the most infamous debuts in its history, the Shockmaster. WCW had plans for this supposed demolitions expert, and anticipation was high as he was meant to burst onto the scene with a grand entrance, smashing through a wall. However, fate had other plans. As the Shockmaster charged forward, the wall failed to fall, and in an awkward twist of fate, he stumbled and fell face first, leaving the audience in shock, but not in the way WCW had intended. This cringeworthy debut became a pivotal moment that haunted the Shockmaster's career, casting a shadow that unlikely led to his hasty exit from WCW and remains etched in the annals of wrestling history as a cautionary tale of how a single misstep can derail a promising career. Back in 1990, WWE decided to treat its audience to a surprise partner for none other than The Undertaker. However, the unveiling of this special companion turned out to be none other than the GobyGoer, a dancing turkey mascot. Far from the anticipated excitement, this feathered fiasco flapped its way into the wrestling arena, only to be greeted by the sea of jeers instead of the anticipated cheers. The GobyGoer's perplexing debut became a symbol of misjudgment, proving that even the most carefully orchestrated surprises can tumble into mediocrity, serving as a reminder that not all gimmicks are destined for stardom. The GobyGoer's blundered introduction not only failed to engage the audience, but also etched its name in the chronicles of wrestling history as a cautionary tale of how well-intended concepts can quickly devolve into fan disappointment. It's a vivid illustration of the unpredictable nature of the wrestling world, where even the most imaginative ideas can crumble when they don't strike the right chord with the fervent crowd. In 1991, Repo Man cruised into the wrestling scene with a gimmick as peculiar as it was far-fetched. A Repo Man snatching his opponent's car. While undoubtedly a one-of-a-kind concept, this larger-than-life persona seemed to veer too far into the realm of extravagance for many wrestling aficionados. Despite this imaginative attempt, Repo Man's flashy antics failed to ignite a genuine connection with the fans, leaving him with little more than a fleeting streak in the limelight before vanishing into obscurity. The Repo Man's theatrical persona serves as a reminder of the fine line between a gimmick that resonates with the audience and one that falls flat due to its excessive eccentricities. Wrestling history is brimming with characters that, like Repo Man, entered the ring with high hopes only to find themselves overshadowed by more relatable and emotionally gripping personas. The lesson learned is that while creativity is essential in the wrestling world, it's equally important to ensure that the creative leaps taken are still firmly rooted in the fans' understanding and engagement. In 1996, the wrestling landscape introduced an enigmatic figure known as the Goon, a character cloaked in mystery, sporting a hockey mask and brandishing a lead pipe. Although this concept hinted at a certain level of raw intensity, it ultimately proved to be too excessive for the average wrestling fan's palate. The Goon's brief stint in the squared circle was marred by its inability to resonate with the audience on a deeper level, resulting in its eventual fade into the annals of wrestling history. The Goon's story serves as a reminder that while bold and edgy gimmicks can capture attention, there is a critical need to strike a balance between innovation and relatability. Wrestling fans yearn for characters they can empathize with, whose narratives resonate with their own experiences and emotions. Ultimately, the Goon's journey highlights the importance of staying tuned to the pulse of the audience, ensuring that even the most audacious gimmicks remain grounded in the realm of connection and engagement. During the mid-1990s, the wrestling world bore witness to an intriguing but untimely ill-fated alliance known as the Clique. Comprised of genuine friends and backstage cohorts, this group blurred the lines between their personal and professional relationships by actively intervening in each other's matches. While their camaraderie outside the ring was palpable, their on-screen disruptions began to ruffle the feathers of the audience. Rather than being met with cheers, the Clique found themselves greeted with boos and disapproval, a clear indication that their in-ring actions were overshadowing their in-ring talents. This segment of wrestling history showcases the delicate dance between backstage bonds and on-screen personas. While genuine camaraderie is vital in any profession, wrestling's theatrical nature necessitates a balance between personal connections and delivering captivating narratives. The Click story serves as a reminder that even the most well-intentioned actions can lead to unintended consequences when they disrupt the harmony of the scripted drama, ultimately underscoring the importance of maintaining a careful equilibrium between camaraderie and maintaining the integrity of the wrestling storyline. Now, although this list is focusing on gimmicks that ended careers, the Click is the only group on this list who actually had successful singles runs for many decades to come. Back in 1994 marked the arrival of a bizarre and ultimately detrimental character known as the Yeti. Anticipation was high as this enigmatic figure was slated to face off against none other than Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 11. However, when the moment of truth arrived, what emerged from the shadows was a creature far removed from the mythical and fearsome persona that had been teased. Clad in a less than intimidating costume, the Yeti's bewildering debut left fans scratching their heads, and its lackluster performance quickly exposed the Gimmick as a mere facade. This glaring misstep underlines how a gimmick, when mismanaged or poorly executed, can instantaneously unravel the promising threads of a wrestler's career. The tale of the Yeti stands as a stark reminder that within the realm of professional wrestling, the line between success and misfortune is often drawn by the quality of a gimmick. In an industry where characters and storylines are pivotal, a gimmick that misses the mark can reverberate negatively and overshadow a wrestler's true potential. The Yeti's brief stint in the spotlight serves as a cautionary tale for both wrestlers and promoters, highlighting the necessity for creative concepts that resonate with audiences and the importance of careful execution in transforming a vision into a compelling wrestling persona. In the year 2000, the wrestling world witnessed an eyebrow-raising turn of events when Perry Saturn, a wrestler of considerable talent, was saddled with an unusual gimmick known as Moppy. Despite Saturn's undeniable prowess inside the ring, his association with a mop as a supposed manager became a perplexing focal point. The curious spectacle of Moppy often overshadowed Saturn's wrestling skills, leaving fans puzzled rather than enthralled. Regrettably, Moppy's brief stint as a gimmick unfolded much like the mop it was modeled after. Both were short-lived and ended up casting a shadow over Saturn's promising career. The Moppy saga serves as a stark example of how an ill-conceived gimmick can not only baffle fans, but also dilute a wrestler's potential and impact on the ring. Wrestling history is rife with instances where unusual or outlandish gimmicks have strayed too far from the essence of the sport, causing talented performers to be overshadowed by the peculiarity of their characters. The story of Moppy is a reminder that in the world of professional wrestling, striking a balance between unique personas and the integrity of the sport is essential for ensuring that a wrestler's potential is truly unleashed. In 2012, the wrestling landscape witnessed a puzzling transformation as Albert morphed into Tensai, a character portraying a Japanese sumo wrestler. Although the intention behind the shift might have been well-meaning, the execution fell notably short of the mark. The result was an exaggerated and over-the-top persona that struggled to strike a chord with fans, leaving Tensai's presence in the ring more baffling than captivating. As a consequence, Tensai's career trajectory took a significant hit, with the Gimmick's inability to connect with wrestling enthusiasts effectively hindering his potential in the industry. Tensai's venture into the realm of wrestling gimmicks served as a cautionary tale, highlighting the delicate balance between creativity and relatability in the world of professional wrestling. While experimenting with personas is a hallmark of the industry, it's essential for these characters to resonate with the audience's sensibilities while preserving the essence of the sport. Tensai's experience underscores the enduring lesson that a gimmick that veers too far into the realm of the absurd can ultimately backfire, tarnishing the reputation of even the most talented wrestlers. In 1987, the transformation of One Man Gang into Akeem, a character depicting a pimp, evoked a range of reactions from the wrestling community. Unfortunately, the portrayal was riddled with cultural insensitivity and outdated stereotypes, causing discomfort among fans. This transformation serves as a striking illustration of how an ill-conceived gimmick can eclipse a wrestler's true talents and potential. Akeem's controversial persona not only failed to resonate with audiences, but also hindered One Man Gang's progress in the industry, casting a regrettable shadow over his wrestling journey. The Akeem debacle serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of thoughtful and respectful character development in professional wrestling. It underscores the significance of aligning personas with the ethos of the sport and its diverse fan base. The misstep with Akeem reinforces the fact that gimmicks that perpetuate stereotypes and cultural insensitivity can lead to the downfall of a wrestler's reputation, leaving an indelible mark on their career that's often difficult to erase. During a period when wrestling was experimenting with edgier themes, Booker T and Stevie Ray came together to form the Harlem Heat, a tag team that adopted a portrayal as pimps. Despite the evident camaraderie and synergy between the two brothers, their wrestling prowess was eclipsed by the outdated and questionable gimmick they were saddled with. The controversial nature of their characters not only failed to resonate with the audience, but also hindered Harlem Heat's ability to showcase their true talents. The result was a missed opportunity for the tag team to flourish as a dynamic and impactful presence in the wrestling world. The Harlem Heat example highlights the importance of creating personas that align with the evolving sensitivities and preferences of wrestling fans. It serves as a cautionary tale about the potential pitfalls of adopting gimmicks that rely on stereotypes and culturally insensitive imagery. Ultimately, Harlem Heat's journey reflects how a mismatched or ill-conceived character concept can stifle a team's potential, underscoring the need for thoughtful and progressive character development within the wrestling industry. Now, although Harlem Heat did not end the careers of Stevie Ray or Booker T, it did make it a longer climb to the top for both of them. And with that, we've delved into a countdown of wrestling gimmicks that didn't simply fade away, they managed to single-handedly bring careers to a screeching halt. From laughably doomed debuts to cringeworthy portrayals that missed the mark. If you enjoyed this eye-opening journey through wrestling history, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Wrestling World for more riveting content. And of course, let us know in the comments which of these ill-fated gimmicks left you cringing the most. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the fascinating world of professional wrestling, uncovering both its triumphs and its unforgettable blunders.